What is up, YouTube? You're probably thinking, why am I back in my closet? Well, an honest question deserves honest answers, and everybody's being loud in my house. So I said, you know what? I will just make the video in my closet. So today, I'm going to be doing the Deadpool 2 review. So let's get it. So the story starts kind of like how the first movie did, where Deadpool 2 says that this is a family-friendly movie. This is a movie about, you know, family. So he starts killing all these targets that he has. Obviously, because he's the merc with the mouth, he has to make money somehow. So after he does all this killing, he's trying to get to the last guy. But this criminal's smart. He has a panic room. He gets out before Deadpool can catch up to him by going into this panic room. So Deadpool says, you know what, I'm just going to go home, spend time with my girlfriend for her anniversary, and he'll eventually come out. So as he's there with his girlfriend, tragedy strikes as the criminal comes with a whole bunch of goons, and as Deadpool kills them all, the criminal himself, shoots Vanessa before Deadpool can get in front of the bullet or catch the bullet or do whatever he was trying to do. So, out of rage, and because of the fact that Vanessa's dead and he's holding her in his arms, he kills him. He kills the guy by hugging him in the rain, and then twirls him and throws him into an oncoming bus. I think it was a bus. So that was pretty cool. So then he tries to kill himself by doing all these different elaborate things, like jump into a bear pit at the zoo, trying to blow himself up, trying to just do whatever he can so that way he can be with Vanessa again. So he then gets picked up by Colossus, gets his broken, bloody, mangled, exploded pieces from Colossus. By Colossus. And so then Colossus, I'm sorry guys, my right hand's getting like a little tired. Colossus said, okay, well, I can make you into an X-Man. You're gonna need training, but we can make you into an X-Man. So Deadpool said, you know what, fine, whatever. So he then becomes an X-Men trainee. And as he does, this kid named Fire Fist, who is one of the main characters, breaks out of this, I guess you would say, orphanage or whatever it is, orphanage, home for kids who have mutations. He breaks out of there because secretly the headmaster is torturing all of them, but they don't, like, the world doesn't know that. So he's trying to break out. So they have a mission where Deadpool, they get Sonic Teenage Warhead, Yuki, who, they did Yuki right in this movie. They didn't in the Wolverine. They failed in the Wolverine. They made her comic book accurate in this movie. And they made, you know, of course, obviously, Colossus, just like in the first one, comic book accurate. Anyways, so they go to the place to try to get the kid. And as they get him, Deadpool sees that he has marks on his neck, like from being, like, electrocuted. So he says, are you being tortured here? And the kid shakes his head. Firefish shakes his head, yes. And so Deadpool says, okay. So he starts giving this monologue about how it only takes a second to make a difference, to make a change, to do all this stuff like that. And then, bam! He shoots one of the scientists, and one of the doctors and nurses. And then he's trying to shoot the headmaster, but Colossus stops him. And it just becomes crazy from there, because Colossus is like, I was your friend, I am done with you. And he's like, they were abusing him, alright? I'm trying to do the right thing. So he goes with Fire Fist to the Icebox, which is like this place in the mountains for mutants, this prison. So he's there, but because he has the same collar that Fire Fist had on, because Fire Fist had a collar that they put on him, it gets rid of your power. So he starts then dying from his cancer. And as he's dying from his cancer, he's throwing up, he's feeling weak, he's coughing. He's like, listen, I'm going to die, kid. Leave me alone. I'm not your friend. I want to die and see my girlfriend, see my wife, my future, well, I guess like his future heaven wife. He's like, I want to see her. So then Cable, Cable comes out of nowhere. Not out of nowhere, but he makes his, like, appearance finally in this time, not in the future, but in this time, to come to the Icebox to try to kill Fire Fist, who was his main target. So he breaks him out, and as he breaks, not breaks him out, but he breaks in to the prison to try to kill him. Deadpool gets his collar broken trying to fight Cable to protect the kid, gets his powers back, and then they fight and escape. So Fire Fist is still there though. Fire Fist got caught, and so he's still stuck there. And so he says, you know what, I'm going to make friends with other people. And Deadpool, when they first got in there, said that, oh, there was a special space where these stairs that led to a basement where they had guards guarding it. They said guards wouldn't guard something unless they wouldn't guard in an area like that unless they had something down there that was like real big. Hint, Juggernaut. So as he's going against Juggernaut, so as he's there in a prison, he says, you know what, I'm going to become friends with Juggernaut. So Fire Fist then goes down there, and as he goes down there with the food, they become friends. He says we need to have like a signal, like a knock or something like that, to know that, hey, it's time that we're going to escape. Cool, Juggernaut says. So Deadpool is trying to make a plan to get the kid back, because he figured out, as he was kind of like in this limbo state, Vanessa said the same exact quote that she said to him in the beginning of the movie: kids make us better. So he says, I gotta protect the kid. That's how I get to be with her. I gotta protect the kid and make sure that he's okay. So he gets the X-Force together. He gets Terry Crews. He gets the Invisible Man, this invisible guy. I forget what his exact name was. This dude who could throw up acid. This regular dude named Pete, and then Domino, who they did a fantastic job with in this movie. I think she was like the best character aside from Deadpool. You know, it was really cool to see their interactions and stuff like that. It was really cool. So anyways, he gets the X-Force. They make a plan to invade the Icebox transportation bus that's taking all the inmates from the Icebox to another prison, as they should after it got invaded. So Deadpool says, well, we're going to jump out a plane and intercept it, whatever. That goes completely wrong. Everybody dies except for Deadpool and Domino. So Domino gets onto the bus. She starts riding it. Let me fix this. My hand's falling asleep. She starts driving the bus, and Deadpool was catching up on this red moped, and Cable gets onto the bus and is trying to kill the kid. So Deadpool and Cable start having this cool fight. Domino crashes the bus to stop it, and then Juggernaut escapes. He gets out and he rips Deadpool apart, and him and Fire Fist escape, and they are going back to the place in the beginning of the movie where Fire Fist was trying to escape from, that orphanage or home, I guess you would say, for mutant kids, and to kill the headmaster, who is the head guy there, who was torturing him and all the other kids. So yeah, so Cable was kind of right where he said that he was going to become evil. If he does this, he becomes evil, so he has to kill him before then. As he's talking to Deadpool, Deadpool says, I need to save this kid. I need to make an opportunity for this kid. I need to make a change in this kid's life. Please, don't kill him. Give me 15 seconds. It was like 15 seconds, they made a deal. So, as they get there, he's going after the headmaster. He got Colossus, Negasonic Teenage Warhead, and Yuki back as friends. He got them back. He said, listen, I need your help. I need to save this kid. It is important to me. He really is important to me to save him. I need to save him. Please come with me. And Colossus said, you know what? Fine. So they go ahead and they get there. So as they get there, they're fighting. Colossus is starting to fight with Juggernaut, which was pretty cool. But Juggernaut is beating Colossus. So Deadpool said, listen, fight dirty. Fight dirty, Colossus. So he says, you know what? Fine. This dude becomes the full badass Russian that he is and starts tearing Juggernaut a new one. Now, Juggernaut, of course, is still getting hits in. They're fighting back and forth. Colossus loses a tooth. They're fighting. And then, bam. Colossus hits him, pulls down like the little button area where you would go to go number 2. Like if you're in like a one-piece suit kind of thing like Juggernaut was in. And then him, Negasonic Teenage Warhead, and Yuki, they all band together to put a plug into his butt, throw him into the water so that way, and a toaster to electrocute him to death. I thought that was kind of like a stupid way, but then again, I mean, it was kind of, I guess, good for Colossus. Like, it was like he killed him, but it wasn't like crazy, like, because he doesn't believe in killing people or anything like that. So I said, cool, you know, whatever. But anyway, so DeadPool and Cable are trying to get to him, and he keeps trying to talk to the kid, and Cable's like, listen, this kid is too far gone. He is too far gone. Let me kill him. So DeadPool's like, you know what? No. So DeadPool does one last thing. He puts on the collar and he goes up to him. He said, listen, kid. He said, I will die for you. He said, I'll die for you. Please, please, just don't. And so he's trying to he's hitting DeadPool with the flame fist that he's throwing. And so then Cable tries to hit him with one last bullet that he had in the gun. So as he fires it, DeadPool jumps in front of it, bam, gets hit in the chest. Obviously he has the collar on, so he's actually dying from it and also from the cancer. So he gives a sad long talk to the whole entire gang, to Domino, to Colossus, I was about to call him Cyborg, to Colossus, Yuki, Negasonic Teenage Warhead, Cable, and Fire Fist. I kind of forget what the kid's name was. Anyways, he was a good character, by the way. I liked how he played him. I mean, he was, like, in real life, his age, he was like 15, so he couldn't even watch the film, like, but on his own. But he still did a good job, I think. So he is there like, I'm sorry, DeadPool, I'm sorry. And like DeadPool just tells him, like, listen, kid, you'll find a family. You'll be safe. We are a family, actually, you know, but if you still think that you need to find a new one, there is one out there for you. I care about you. And so he's talking to everybody, and everybody's getting all sad, and then he dies. Yes, DeadPool dies. And he says in the beginning, he says, this is the movie where I die. Because he said that Logan had to one him up and actually die. He said, well, you know what, I'm going to die too. That was a joke in the beginning. So anyways, Cable then goes back in time, like just a little bit before, and he only had enough juice to get there and back. So this was his last bit of juice. So he used it to just be like, as they were running into the area, he put back this lucky, what the heck is it called? This lucky coin that DeadPool had, but it's that game in the arcade where you throw the ball in and you have to get the scores, and like, you know, it's not us. Skee ball. Yes, a skee ball token that he and Vanessa, like, you know, for their first date. So he kept that, and, you know, what's his name? Cable took it from him, like, when he thought he was about to kill him. He's like, oh, as a souvenir to remember you by, as you were tough to kill. So he puts it into his pocket without DeadPool knowing. He puts it, like, where into the area where he's gonna shoot him in the chest. And so then the whole scene plays out like it did, and then bam, he shoots him in the chest, but he survives because of that. And then it becomes a heartwarming thing. They ride off into the sunset. The headmaster says, I hate you mutants. I hope you all die. And Cable was like, you know, we could just kill him. And DeadPool was like, no, we wouldn't be better than him. And then the cab driver, I think his name was Stupid or something like that, started with a D, and he ran him over with the cab, and it was insane. So I would say this movie did really good, in my opinion. I felt like it was better story-wise than the first one. It had some depth to it. It had humor to it, obviously. And I just think it was better than Deadpool 1. Deadpool 1, I would say, out of a 5, it was like a 3. This one I give like a 4.6, 4.7 out of 5. And anyways, this is another review in the books. I am sorry, guys, I not upload for 3 days. I am going to make that up with you guys by for the next 3 days, uploading 1 or more videos. And then, like, I'm going to start trying to upload daily instead of every 2 days, trying to upload daily. And, yeah, anyways, this has been Prophet. You have just been watching my review. Anyways, have a great day. Goodbye.